Hi guys, welcome to Messy Wednesdays. So hi guys, get ready with me as I head out. Just from a shower, I've done nothing to my face, so I'm going to do my makeup as I give you a story. And welcome to Messy Wednesdays. So story time. So I'm gonna give you a story as I get ready. I'm getting ready. I'm heading out. So I'm gonna give you a story of how I found out this guy I was seeing was gay. So this is Messy Wednesday. My part. What is my mess? This is my mess. So I really, I really have stories for days, because one thing about me, I believe in love. I'm always like, and I believe in ending things. Like, I'm always ready to leave. That's me. I'm ready to leave. I'm ready to be like, I'm done, on to the next. And I believe in love. I believe in love, which is kind of weird because I'm also a sprinkle girl. Like, I don't understand, but that's just me. I'm delusional. That's just how I am. So I'm gonna give you a story of back in the days when I was still in school, how I was seeing this guy. So I'm going to start from the bottom of from where I met him, how I realized all the signs I was seeing as I get ready to head out. So I'm doing my eyebrows. As you can see, the way I've set this camera, I don't know, I can't use my mirror behind, and I don't know, I'm gonna use this, but I'm gonna be like pausing so you can go with the flow. So guys, we are talking about like when I was in school. This is like how many years ago? Like I don't know, like many years ago. So back in the days, I was a promo girl. Like if you're in Kenya or if you're in Nairobi, if you were in the same bracket. Back in the days, the promos were it. They were the shit. They used to like pay us good money to help us keep afloat to the bills back in the school, to buy clothes, to just like be good, because you know the parents wouldn't have like given you everything. Okay, yes, they would have, but we're human. Especially me, I always wanted more because I don't know. So we were doing alcohol promotions. I was working for this agency called True Black. I know everybody knows it by now. Right now, I know it's very common. Back in the day, I think, you know, for you to be in True Black, you used to be like skinny. I was skinny back then. I wasn't this. I'm not big, first of all. I'm thick. So back in the day, I was skinny. That was what they wanted. When I was skinny, and you had to be light skinned. So if you had those, you were qualified. Like, and you knew to do a little bit of makeup, you were so qualified. So I remember I was working with True Black for I had just begun. I was in True Black. I had just begun, and my best friend was also practicing DJ at the time. She was practicing. She had not like gotten into the game, so she was practicing in some club in town, right? Because back in the days, town was where people used to go and party. Not Westlands, or no, but I think people used to go to Westlands. I just didn't have the exposure back then. Me and my friends didn't have that exposure back then. So so after promo, you know, you were usually paid like 2,000, 2,500, you know, for that weekend. So this was like 5,000. And personally, I was like, okay, this money I wanted it for something else. I'm not going to use it on Uber. So I used to be like, nikitoka job, because usually around midnight, that was when you would like stop promotions, and maybe you would go home. And you know, cabs were expensive back then, because you're earning this small amount. There's no way you can start taking a cab for 1,000. That would be like you were working for 1,000 that night. Really? No. So the money had its use. So let me do this. Actually, this is the hardest part. I hate doing this, bro. Like, oh, I'm gonna tell you what I'm using. I'm concealing my eyebrows. I'm using this pro concealer. I don't know what's my shade was Warm Honey. This is Warm Honey. Yep, I bought this makeup from Talia. Talia sells the best makeup in this area in Nairobi. Honestly, I like her work. Like, I never change. I always like it. So let me do, because my face is so dry, so let me use this. Oops. So I'm gonna use this. It's what do you call it? It's a 2-in-1. It's a makeup spray and also a primer. Okay, I feel my skin is so dry, I don't know why, so let me use it first. Right. Wow, it looks so cute, so delish. So you see, where was I? I'm in school and I'm hustling, you know, with the True Black. So I'm an eyeshadow girl from way back. Like, I've never stopped using eyeshadow. I like eyeshadow. So I'm using this palette. What do you call it? Africa Blossom Makeup. Is it focusing? It's looks like this. It looks like that, right? Like all the shades. But usually I'm a nude girly. Mostly I prefer nude, so that's what I'm going to use for my eyes. So I'm gonna use this base. I'm really doing something so light because I'm just going somewhere to chill. Like, it's not all that, you know. So I'm just going to use a base, this light base, because I don't like my eyes to be so plain. I like to have like some dark color in my eyes. It works for me. So this is a shade. And does it have a fumi? I don't know, why is it not focusing on, bro? Why? So I'm in True Black. I'm doing promotions. So we had a mutual friend, me and my best friend, who had a party in town, right? I don't even remember the name of that club. Back in the days, I was so like dumb and naive, bro. Oh, I was in school. Ciao. I really like those. I like to remember those days, but they were happy times. So I was we had a mutual friend, me and my best friend, who had a party. It was a birthday party and we were invited. And I remember that time I went for a promotion, and then I was like, oh, today I don't even have to rush because I'm going to a party. I remember back then I was living in the hostel, but over the weekend nobody would like look for you. It was so great. So I'm going with this base with my hand because honestly, I told you guys, it's just a simple look. I'm not like doing too much. I just want some base so that I can apply, so that I can put on my lashes. Yeah, and so I'm rubbing it off a little bit, like just like a shiny eye. Honestly, that's it. I'm not doing too much. So I remember, so I'm done with that. I'm gonna do my eyeliner. I'm using this what do you call it, this eyeliner, I don't know, can you see? I bought everything from Talia. I'm really not like a brand person that I have to use everything from this brand. No, anything that goes, like if it's a good product, I'm gonna use it. So I'm gonna draw like a small wing so that my glue is black, so that I can stick in my eyes. So I'm doing a small wing. Yeah. Period. Let me do the other one. This usually gives me stress, but I hope today it doesn't because I don't have the time. Sir, that's good. That it's as good as it could get. That is the best. I'm not going to put on lashes today because I don't know. I'm not going to put on lashes. So I'm from promo one night, and my friend and I, we are invited to this party. A friend of ours, a mutual friend. So we're like, oh, I'm so excited. So I call my best friend. We'll meet up in town after I'm done working, and then we go to this party. So this is where I met this guy. So I meet this guy, and then we were so happy. So I'm using this this primer. No, not a primer, like a sunscreen. I like to use a sunscreen on my skin because old age and whatever, because I want to have like beautiful skin when I grow old, you know. It just works for me. I don't know. You should also try. So me and my best friend, we go to this party, and it was so awesome. So this is where I met this guy. This guy, there were so many people, like there were so many friends, so he started giving me looks, and he was very handsome. And then I was like, oh, this is totally my type. One thing about me, my eyes are always open because, honey, I'm single. I think, why am I always single? I think maybe I'm the problem. So I like to wet my sponge, you know, it has to be wet, so I just did that. And for the foundation, I'm using the Superstay caramel shade and this V Beauty. I like to mix them both because one shade is a little bit dark and the other one is a little bit light. You know, I couldn't find my exact color, so I have to improvise, and you know, it works for me, and I love that for myself. So we are at the party. I meet this guy. We start vibing. You know, it was awesome. We have fun. You know, we exchange contacts at the end because I was like, oh, I like this guy. He likes me. So there were no, like, he had no girls. It was just him and his friends. And it was interesting because I was like, oh my God, that guy was actually handsome. I think I can be deceived by looks because that was what that actually attracted me to him. I was like, oh, that guy is so handsome. And if you remember, I did not conceal my eyebrows, the top part, because I like to use the foundation instead of the primer. So for my eyebrows, the top part, I like to use the foundation because it goes with my color. I learned this from a makeup artist. She does this, and then I was like, oh, actually, I tried it once and it worked, and then I was like, cool, this is what I'm gonna be doing because, you know, she knows best. She knows best. So me and my guy, we exchange contacts, we start vibing. You know, now I was living in Thika back then. So, but most of the promotions used to be around in Nairobi area. So most of the time we'd hang out. Every time I'm from work, it'll be like, where are you? Because he was a party animal. So I would meet him wherever he was. Then we'll hang out with his friends. So we got to a place where, like, this guy, he was really interested, you know. He was giving me the vibe like, I want you, like, you'll be mine. He was giving me that vibe. And then I was like, I was single, and then I was like, well, why not, let's try this. So I was like meeting him more often, you know. I remember my best friend was like, why do you always meet this guy? You're giving him too much attention and you're giving me. But I was like, you're not going to marry me, you know. I actually like this guy, right? One thing about me, I'm stupid. When I like someone, I'm like, literally, I'm a simp, you know. When I like someone, like, I like someone, which goes against everything that I preach, because honestly, I'm a sprinkle girl. I'm like, sprinkle. Yeah, let the guy chase, you know. The guy has to like you more, right? So I'm seeing this guy. It's okay. So when did I start seeing the signs? So one time, we're from the club, and he always used to have friends. He's always with his boys all the time. He's like, oh, I don't know, I'm seeing my boys are worse. You are going to watch the game, we're going where? So you were going for the rally, it's a boys thing. And then I was like, okay, I never found it like I never found it suspicious, because I was like, but of course, I also like to hang out with my friends and just my friends. I don't want any guy all over there in my business, you know. I was dumb. I was so stupid. I don't believe myself. When I talk about that, I'm like, girl, you should have seen that. Like, the me now would never, like, I would have seen the signs now. But back then, like, so after we started seeing each other now, so we're like, but it was never really defined. We never defined it. So it was like sort of a situationship. We all have those. Okay, I know I do. So we never really he never asked me to be his girlfriend. We just started like we started like acting like we are together, you know. He would invite me together with his boys. He would take me out to dinner. I'd go to his place over the weekend. Now it became like I have a place where I can go after I'm done with my work. And I was cute. And then I was like, so one time when I started to see the signs, so one time we went out together with him, and then we were I said he was a party animal. He used to like drinking and whatever. So we would go out drinking with him and his friends, right? So one time he was like, he wanted to dance with some guy on the dance floor, and that guy didn't want to dance. And I remember those guys were like, what the fuck, why are you trying to dance with our friends? And then I was okay, I didn't read much into it. I was like, what, people are just dancing, like guys usually dance with each other, it's normal. So that was my first sign. And then I was like, what, wait, what? That was the first sign. He tried to dance with a guy in the club. Okay, I didn't read anything into it. First of all, disclaimer, I have nothing against gay people or being gay. I have nothing against the LGBT community. Disclaimer, let it be known. Okay, so after that, I was like, I remember that day when that happened, when he tried to dance with that guy, and then his friends were like, no, the friends of the other guy, they were like, what the fuck, why are you trying to dance with our guy, what is wrong with you? And then I did not read much into it, but of course it had me. Okay, I just got confused for a minute there. If it was you, would be confused, because why is my boyfriend trying to, I was so embarrassed for a minute, because I'm seated down and my boyfriend is trying to dance with someone on the on the dance floor, and it's not a woman. It'd be okay if it was a woman. I'll be like, my guy's getting attention. It's a guy, bro. Oh shit, and the things I've gone through, oh my god. So that was the first sign. And then it got to a point where his friend wanted, okay, you see, I was also out like every other weekend because I'm working, right? So I'd meet him after I was done. So I remember one of his friends, we got so close, as in we were talking with his friends. You know how you like to, I was friendly with these boys because I'm spending time with you guys. I just don't want to be off the blue, and I don't want to keep talking to my guy all the time. It's like, hi babe. I'm really not all that. I wanted to be like, I'm a social bird, I like to talk. So I talked to one of his friends who we became close, so we became like we're friends. Every time we'll be like, where's Maggie? And then we'd meet. So one time my friend, my then boyfriend, I don't know if I could call, my then situationship, was seated somewhere with his boys just drinking, I don't know, some beers. And so I sat close to this guy, and then he was like, so we started joking. And then he was like, I think, but I usually doubt your guy is not like really, he's not straight. What do you think? When he asked me that, my friend, I almost lost it, because he just made, you know how you've been thinking something and you're just thinking it and you have no proof? So that guy, when he said that, I was like, walai, it's true. So his friend outed him, but he was asking me, it was like a question, what do you think he's gay? How is it? And and then I was like, why would you say that? And then he was like, me no nanga, as in, it's just something I've been observing, I don't know. And then I was so confused. But then, so now it got me. Now I started thinking. I was like, this guy is really gay. So for some reason, I don't know, I think he overheard that conversation. I changed my moods. I don't know, something switched up. So he noticed that something was off about me, and then he started being toxic. He was like, I don't know, this guy, he likes you, he wants you. So he started doing some weird things that I've never seen. He's like, he started acting like he hates me. Have you ever dated someone that hates you? Someone that acts like they hate you? You're dating, but this guy literally doesn't like you. So this relationship started being toxic. Hata nikaacha kuenda kwake. So guys, my powder broke. Yeah, it broke. I don't know. So I'm gonna use the concealer for my Nino, and then to to contour my nose, I'm going to use this powder. Is it contour? I don't know. Yes. So I don't know how this guy, I think you overheard our conversation with this guy, because he changed from that instant. He started being so, he was a different person. I think he just got, I don't know, he got hurt, I don't know what. But he changed, literally. He started acting weird. He started being toxic, talking about, why are you always talking to my friends? I think this guy likes you. That's why he's always spending time with you. And I'm like, bro, I'm spending time with him because I'm giving you time to talk to your friends, because I can't be all up in your business all the time. Bro, I've never seen that side of him. He started acting weird. And then I was like, hey, you, if you don't want me here, just tell me. I can't leave. Like, nobody's keeping me here, you know? Like, just tell me you don't want me, bro. I would just come clean to me. Like, I was so hot back then. Like, hey, please. What are you telling? Something else that was a sign that I had not seen before was his social media. So I'm using this to contour my nose. You know, I want to look like I don't have a nose. So one thing also that was like so weird for me is his social media. His social media was, his profile picture was a profile picture of him and this some other dude that he always used to spend time with. And he's, you know, back in the day, Facebook was the shit. Like, not, Instagram was not all that, or maybe I had not found out about it, but mostly it was Facebook. So his Facebook was just like guys. Okay, usually that's not a red flag, right? You'd be like, oh my god, he likes his friends. Oh my god, that is so cool. I like my friends, but I'd never have them as my profile picture all the time. Like my, what do you call it? The one that is behind the profile. That one and the other profile. So there was this same guy. And I used to hang out with this guy and I never saw anything like, I thought they were just friends, you know? Mi nilikuwa nadhani tu ni watu wawili wanapendana, because I also have a best friend and I would never want anybody to like get it mixed up, like to start thinking it's something else, because no, this my friend, like this my ride or die. Like I'd have them as my profile picture too. But to this guy that was different. Yake was different. Actually not even a big deal. You would have told me. My problem was, why didn't you tell me, you know? It's one thing to go both ways, but tell your girlfriend, like, I'm yours, you know? And so I'm finding out from your friends that you go both sides. So I looked like a fool. But so sitting there and just like listening to your conversations and everything, I'm the fool there. guys will embarrass you more. So I'm using this dark shade to, what do you call it, contour, you know? Under eye, I'm gonna use this. You see this light powder is so light. This, what do you call it? It's called Toast. And I'm gonna let it bake for a while. So I'm using this palette. I don't know, why is this colors changing so much? This is not even orange. Is it light? So I'm using this shade of pink, you know, just to, because, you know, just look at that. Perfect. I want people to think I'm Asian. Perfect. One thing I haven't invested on is blushes, like this brush. I don't have so many brushes, and I need to have this because I like to do my makeup. I like to have a like good makeup. You see now, like I messed that part there because I applied so much on my nose. I shouldn't have done that. I like to use my powder then, so that I can clear this the harsh lines of everything. Yeah. But so I use this highlight. Yes, so let me use that shade. So I'm gonna use this whatever. Sometimes I use it for contour, but you know. Please note, I'm no makeup artist. You understand? I'm not good at this. Like, this is just my daily. It's not even daily. This is my mostly makeup. So a lot of people like my lip combo. Let me show you my lip combo. So I'm going to wipe up this lip balm. I have like a small thing that I use. So this is the palette that I use to do my lips, and let me show you this combo that I really love. I just discovered. So I'm gonna use the dark shades to line my lips. Let me show you. So I mix two because one is too dark and the other one is too bright. So yeah, so I'm gonna use this. Honey. So you see, my lips, I like to have like this illusion of big lips, which I have, but I like bigger because I always want more. So, and for the middle part, I use a shade that is light, so like, you know, give an illusion of pink lips. So I mixed two also, so I'm gonna go in and do that. So I just applied like that, and then I mix it up. So you see? So it's like purple-ish, but not purple. So, and then I'm so into like this lip balm-ish, you know, gloss-ish. So this is how I apply my gloss. I don't know. Oh, this has a foundation on. Let me wipe this. Because I don't want to mess my lip balm. So I have this lip balm that I'm just gonna do this. This works like magic because I want it to be a lot, you see? So it's a lot, and then I'm gonna go in and just like apply it on my lips, you know? So you see, I don't have to you know, because it has color, because once I use that on this, it's going to like spoil it. So that's my look for today. This is like my everyday look. I'm in love with this. And then I'm gonna use my spray. I didn't do my lashes today because I don't feel like doing lashes, so I go on with a spray. And that's me basically. So I'm gonna do my hair. Honestly, my hair is done. There's nothing to do with my hair. I just have to style it, and there's not much styling that is going on. It's just, I do love this makeup. Although this I think is a little bit getting into my eyes and it's painful. So I'm gonna use the mascara once, because I don't like to spray when I use the mascara because it's going to like cause some okuchini, you know. So this hair is, I don't have to do much, you know. This is a good thing about having braids, because you don't have to do much with your hair. And to just sum this story up, if if you are like, if you go both ways, just let your girlfriend know. I'm gonna let the one you're seeing know, because that's not cool, you know? It's not cool. Everybody looks at you like you're a fool when you go out with this person, you know. Your friends know and whatever. Just be yourself, you know. There's nothing wrong with being yourself. Just be yourself and do you, you know. But for real though, so after that conversation with his friends, and I remember one time we got drunk and I asked him, and then things got a little bit messy, and you know, he changed from that point, and the relationship was never the same again. So we broke up, and we stayed for a long time without even talking to each other, because he started acting like he hated me. And then I was like, what did I do? Because I asked you if you were gay, you know. But Musha too, we came to talk for like after like 2 years, and he was like very honest with me. He was like, he told me he was in the closet and whatever. But you know, he apologized, because he was like, but okay, it wasn't his fault. He was just not brave enough to come clean, you know. But so we became cool. As in, that was crazy. I feel like if you're in that situation, like, you should be brave, come out and just say your truth, you know. Don't traumatize women if you go the other way. So anyway, thank you for watching my story time, my get ready with me, and my makeup routine. If it's a makeup routine, I don't know what you call it, but that's my everyday makeup. So I'm heading out, and I hope you enjoy this messy Wednesdays. And if you're a content creator, you want to tell us your mess and something you've done, something that have been done to you, it doesn't have to be men necessarily, you know. It can be something, just holla at your girl. I'm in for collabs, you guys. Like, holla. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you on my next vlog.